There were clashes between Muslim and far-right extremists today just before a parade by soldiers through the centre of Barking. Hundreds lined the streets to see the Royal Anglian Regiment who've just returned from Afghanistan. Well, Aisha Baksh has spent the day in Barking and we can speak to her now. Aisha, exactly what happened?
Well, Riz, a few hours ago the protest started just before the parade began. It's all very quiet now here in Barking. There's still some bunting up around the town centre. It was put there to welcome the 1st Battalion of the Royal Anglian Regiment home, where they were given also the freedom of this borough. But before the parade began, a group of Muslim extremists made their voices heard.
Anglian Regiment butchered! British soldiers butchered! British soldiers butchered!
This was not the welcome the soldiers had wanted. Muslim extremists shouting abuse, penned in and separated.
Well, the confrontation has already begun before the parade has got underway. On one side of the road are the Muslims Against the Crusades, a group saying they're against war in Afghanistan, and on the other side of the road are people who say they are patriotic in support of the troops but against the Muslim protesters.
Some of them belonging to far-right groups such as the English Defence League. For many locals and the council, the presence of the Muslim demonstrators was inappropriate.
These people don't represent the Muslim community. These people are very, very few, warp-minded individuals, and I think the government, whoever's in charge, needs to take action against events like this when they try and, cause disruption, divide communities.
I know how they feel about the war, but there's ways of sorting things out without going, demonstrating and spoil the day for these lads.
It's terrible. My son's just come back from Afghanistan. He's just wrong. So wrong. They're out there because that's what their job is.
But the parade still began on time, and as they marched through the town, the soldiers were given a much warmer reception. The battalion was based in the volatile Helmand province for 6 months. They lost 5 men. For the head of the battalion, the protest did not mar their day.
Well, we live in a democracy, and clearly there's a freedom for people to express themselves. The numbers of people who are here on the street supporting us just far outweigh any number of people who are using the opportunity for their own means.
So despite a tense start, the Royal Anglian Regiment were welcomed home with respect and support.
Aisha, first we saw these sorts of protests in Luton, now in Barking. How likely is this to happen again?
Well, it could well happen again, Riz. The group you talk about who were demonstrating in Luton were called Islam for UK. Now, this new group are called Muslims Against Crusades, but they could well be the same group who have subsequently renamed themselves and reformed. They were banned by the then Home Secretary. The leader of the council here in Barking had actually asked the current Home Secretary whether this new group could be banned. That obviously did not happen. We spoke to the Home Office and they told us they would only ban a group subject to advice from the security and intelligence services.
Aisha, thank you.